Salutations, sheeple, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Somplexer Sami, and today's video is practically nothing but a rant. A few days ago, we got some first look at Marvel's Hellfire Gala one-shot for 2023. It reminded me that real-life red carpet events exist, and I have some thoughts on them that, genuinely caused me civil unrest. As of recording this, the Met Gala was yesterday, and when I tell you, this was like the first and only time I have ever been on the edge of my seat waiting for the Met Gala looks to drop. In regards to previous Met Galas, I have consistent issues with the outfits that the designers put their male celebrities in. I also have issues with the Met Gala saying, hey, this year's theme is insert some sort of concept that feels to the point and clear cut, and the designers respond with, no, I don't think I will. Like, I get that a lot of fashion is supposed to be like outside of the box thinking, challenging norms, and like an outlet for creativity or whatever, but I think that the way that certain designers go about reaching this is frustratingly stupid. They have the time, money, energy, name, resources, just to name a few things, to put something extraordinary onto the carpet each and every time. And they put stuff like this. Oh my gosh, I just realized this guy is why is he wearing a ring on top of the gloves? Like, okay. Okay, maybe I'm simply just like uncultured, but what on earth? What is this? And before you're like, oh, Sami, it's just high fashion. Fashion weight made while high? Certainly. I could get behind that. A lot of the outfits I see for men in the Met Gala just seems like the designers took out their designs from the recycling bin and didn't give a singular flying forklift about how it really turned out. Or they just put a dude in a suit that's slightly different from their usual choices in a suit and called it a day. Honestly, it was around this point that I realized I didn't really even know what the Met Gala was. So I did a wee little bit of research. Apparently the Met Gala is like a fundraising event for the Costuming Institute. The Costuming Institute preserves old costumes, and I'm sure some other things, but that's kind of all I really cared to look into. Overall, for the previous years, specifically regarding the men, consistently and constantly disappoint me. As a cosplayer, I know that there are a lot of creative clothing concepts out there that are able to be turned into a reality for a lot cheaper than some people would believe, let alone the $50,000 a chair cost at the Met Gala. But that's just me personally. Like, for example, this outfit here that Thor is wearing, I'd kill to see more outfits like that on the carpet. Or even this one being worn by Moon Knight. Or like, here, something that's like a little bit more simple that I feel like would be more like socially like acceptable as like, ooh, fashion, but also like something carpet worthy in my opinion. This outfit being worn by Bishop. Like, knowing the hundreds of thousands of dollars that designers constantly spend just to participate in the Met Gala alone. We're not even getting into the cost of how much these outfits actually cost. I do feel like the ball is constantly being dropped when it comes to being creative with men's fashion. The dresses and cloaks and capes and bodysuits that I constantly see being worn on the carpet by women eat in ways that I don't even think I can properly put into words. Just look at this moment from the 2019 Met Gala where Zendaya was Cinderella. You're telling me that there aren't more designers capable of doing this? Or do they just not want to? Like, I know how this dress is made, and yes, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of money, but these designers have that. They are capable of consistently pulling off stuff like this and bringing it over to the next level, and they don't. And they do not. That last line in particular was directed at Tom Ford directly, because majority of the suits that I've seen on the carpet in the 2023 Met Gala were Tom Ford and Tom Ford dressing other men. Like, what? Okay, like, I get it, maybe your whole shtick is suits, but if there are like limited seats and the Met Gala is supposed to be like showing off to people, like, maybe I would just like to see another designer on the carpet. I'm not gonna say not show up. Seeing some of the outfits this year made me, it genuinely made me happy, but also added to my anger, as I feel that they were capable of this in years prior. There were some that went extremely hard, but my gods, the amount of men I saw in just some sort of plain suit, or some sort of suit that was altered in a barely noticeable way. It's just, oh my god. It's just plain suit after plain suit after plain suit after plain suit after plain suit. Suit is starting to become less of a word to me. I don't, okay. Okay, let me... I thought that, like, me being upset was kind of quelled by now when I sat down to record this video and when I sat down to properly refine the script for this video. But I was wrong. I'm still very, very, very much upset. Like, I am... One thing in particular that I was kind of worried about, mainly due to a friend's worry about it, Jimin Park of BTS being dressed by Dior. I'm
BTS? Oh my gosh, stan BTS, stan!
One thing in particular that I was worried... One thing in particular that I was worried about, mainly due to a friend's worry about it, Jimin Park of BTS being dressed by Dior. I'm not personally a fan of myself, but I am aware of his ability to dress himself in ways that people would call iconic. Like, I've seen some of his fits. I would personally wear those if I had the capability to wear those. Unfortunately, they would not fit my body type. Turns out, though, he never showed up. But those who did come dressed by Dior did indeed flop. Just as an example, take a look at Robert Pattinson? I don't know what his last name is, to be honest. Like, just what the heck, man? I know that Dior is capable of more than just a plain black suit. And in Pattinson's case, like, I don't feel like it's really on theme in comparison to other looks on the carpet. We'll get into that a little bit more later. Next, knowing that the theme of this year is based off of a designer who intensely loved his cat to the point where I'm pretty sure that he said he would marry his cat if he was able to, I had the horrifying thought that some people would dress up in cat-themed costumes. Like, more of, like, the Cats the musical type of thing, rather than a Nyan Nyan cat girl type thing. This worry was intensified by the knowledge that Doja was going to be at the Met Gala this year. A friend of mine, the same friend who made me worried about Jimin, joked about there being a fursuit and someone in prosthetics. Fortunately, we got both. We got Jared Leto in a fursuit and Doja Cat in a cat prosthetic. I'll give points for the prosthetic. I'm personally not too big of a fan for the headpiece section. The dress is nice, though. I'll give it that. All I'm gonna say about the fursuit is that Leto eventually changed out of it and into a design that was made by the designer of that this Met Gala thing is supposed to be based off of. Another person who decided to dress up as a cat, Lil Nas X. Love the shoes. Love the facial design / prosthetic type thing. Not really a fan of everything else. And to be honest, I think this is where Dior put all their glitter, rhinestones, and like oomph in general. They just put like a wee bit too much. just a wee. Overall, at least there were some good outfits this year. Like Diddy's coat, that was gorgeous. I loved Taika's entire vibe. Kaiju-kun and Prada, I believe, did some great amazingness with taking it from like a plain suit to something actually memorable. Like, quick interlude from talking about like the men's outfits. I love the outfits worn by Jenna Ortega, Anne Hathaway, and Ava Max. Like, Jenna's especially. Gods, that was gorgeous, and I wish I could have one of my own. But also, there was just like a guy wheeling a bike around. I don't know who he is, but I don't think he was dressed by one of the designers, so like he bought his own seat to be there. So like, go off, I guess. do you. Burberry brought some color to the carpet with Mary J. Blige and a few others, so that was nice. More suits, more not really fitting the theme of the gala, I do not feel. And then there's just Pete Davidson. Just chilling, just vibing. Honestly, I love that for him. He's just out here. I don't even know what he's doing, but yeah, that's a thing. Moral of the story, if you're a designer who is thinking about sending somebody to the Met Gala next year, don't give me the $50,000 you're gonna spend on the chair. Instead, I can do so much with it. I can pay off my debts. I can make a better costume. This may or may not be a little bit of a challenge. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think this is where I'm probably gonna leave it here for now, because if I continue to talk about this topic, it is genuinely going to upset me more and more and more and more and more. Especially since I specifically skipped over Viola Davis's outfit because I really did not like that. But we're not, again, going to try not to get into it right now. Going to like ignore it. If you guys want, maybe I'll come back and make a video on the women's outfits, because again, this was primarily just a rant about the men's outfits. But yeah, thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to me rant. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more like it, if you look down below this video, there is a like button and a subscribe button and a comment section so you can tell me what you thought. What was your favorite outfit from the Met Gala this year? What was your least favorite? But yeah, I very much had fun doing this, and I hope to see you guys soon. I don't have an outro, I just have a really cool intro.